This is your girl, Enchantress, the Good Samaritan out here on these YouTube streets, coming today because I have a whole lot to say and I ain't gonna play either. Be the best version that you're called to be. When my children were growing up, I would always stress upon them their uniqueness, their individuality. Yes, they were born a girl or a boy, and they had 2 feet, 2 hands, a brain, eyes, nose, could walk, talk, the usuals. But because of the prints in your palms, the tips of your fingertips, the print in your DNA, there are unique qualities about you. So I always stress upon them to make certain that they were the best versions of whatever they chose to be. Okay? So not a watered down version, not a copycat version, but a unique version of whatever it was that they chose to be. And in doing so, they would be the best version of themselves. And so now we fast forward to today, and I know I was talking to my son, and he has a very strong energy. He has a Regulus energy. I could go on and on. The Galactic Center, the Great Attractor. He has everything but Aldebaran, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, and in their proper places. So if you know anything about astronomy and astrology, then you would know that's a fire-ass chart. And, he was giving me issues in our banter. And he was like, well, Mom, he said, you always told us and trained us that if we were going to choose to be something, to be the best versions of ourselves. And he's saying, that's what I'm giving you. And you know what? I had to swallow that and take it because it was very good medicine. So why do I bring this to YouTube? I bring it to YouTube because in the coming future and the present, we're going to understand the importance and the value of individuals who live like my son and myself and my other children and my grandchildren. We've passed that down genetically, coded wise, and we've also trained and taught them. So you're going to start to meet these people who have chosen to be the better versions of themselves and not some copycat. Now, I will say in reference to if you found yourself valuing or idolizing someone or adoring someone, especially in the limelight or celebrity status, and you want and desire what they emanate or what they're shining, then it's not too late for you to come out of that. What you have to do is, make a pact with yourself, a vow. From that point forward, to live out your life's purpose uniquely. And so what you would have to do is, to find out what that is, you would have to go back to the earliest remembrances of yourself. When you were a child playing, whatever it was that you did, those things that made you unique and that sometimes people point out because it was something that they weren't accustomed to seeing, write those things down on a piece of paper in your fashion, or put it somewhere that you can go and view it whenever you needed to, or put it somewhere where you have no choice but to see it every day, even if it's on a subconscious level, and write those things down in the manner in which you do and expose yourself to it on a daily basis. What's going to happen is it's going to cause the wiring of your brain and your mind to couple with that. And then things will just take place. That's the first step. Everything else will just eventually fall into place if you don't find yourself back in a position wanting to be like somebody else. Now, I have to give a disclaimer. Everybody has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. The heart does what it does. Okay? The tongue does what it does. The eyes do what they do. The feet do what they do. And the anus does what it's supposed to do. So why do I make note of the anus? Because some of us have to be the dung in the earth. Okay, I know you don't want to hear it, because all of us want to be superstars. We want to be rock stars. We want to be rocking it, you know. We want to do that. Some of us just want to rah, rah, rah. But somebody has to be the fertilizer. They have to be the dung. It's not a death sentence. Think about it. You don't have to worry about anybody trying to steal you or manipulate you or to do anything other than use you for what you're worth, because you're labeled something as waste. There can be a great treasure in that if you understand your purpose and you allow the universe to utilize you and then give you rewards that you appreciate more than having than emulating someone that you adore or worship. I promise you. We all come in a specific manner, and we're not comfortable if we're not fulfilling that purpose. I don't care how much you achieved or how much you have in your bank account. How many times have you heard about people who have billions or maybe millions and all these worldly accomplishments, but they're just not satisfied or they're just not at peace? I don't know everything, but the first thing that I will look at is they're probably not living their purpose. And I will go back to certain things like the natal chart, family history, lineage, and just get some answers to questions about the earliest remembrances of themselves. So, people, I'm going to tell you just like I would tell your children, my children, which are our children, which is their children. Okay, I digress. But anyway, I want to pose to you. Go back to your early remembrances of yourself and meditate on those. Remind yourself of those unique qualities that you are aware of in those early stages on a daily basis. And watch and see what happens. And if something wonderful happens, come back and comment. If not, come back and comment too. All right, well, I got to go. I just wanted to encourage you. You came into this realm with everything that you need on the inside. Nothing outside is going to make you. It only supports what you came in here with.